All right, giving all glory and praise unto the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, and Barakatah Yahawashi. All right, we're going to give all glory and praise unto those holy and powerful names of Yahweh being the Father and Yahawashi being his only begotten Son. This is Bel Malachiah, coming in the way of the Bahashim Kakwadash, giving double honors to the apostles of great millstone who the rule well, to teach well. And this lesson, I really wanted to just focus strictly really just on the digitalization. Sorry if I butchered the word, but the digitalization of this current kingdom, because we know ultimately through the spirit and power by Shemel Shah, through the scriptures in and of itself, that Esau Edom's plan, his goal is to get off his enterprise, which goes into his new world order ultimately, and that is to have pure control over the masses of people through this digital technocracy, if you will, using digital IDs, and ultimately the fulfillment of prophecy of Revelation, the 13th chapter 16 verse, is going into the to the mark of the beast in and of itself, which is the RFID chip technology. Now, this technology is already active. It's already, those articles coming out years ago about, certain companies adopting or bringing forth the technology for this to be done. But so far, this technology is here, is ready, is available, and it's just ultimately being waiting to be pushed, or Esau Edom is finding or waiting or trying to make the correct conditions on the earth to where this can be mandated, to where this can be received, and then ultimately then it will be mandatory or forced. Now, if you don't receive of it, then you will, Esau will seek to use the sword and whatever means that he can to describe, to persuade you or put you to death on whether you should take it or whether you shouldn't take it or not. Now, the spirit, all right, of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah lets us know not to take this, man, because we know that there's ultimately a higher punishment, more than what Esau can do. Yahweh Shemel Shah can do even worse than what Esau can do. All right, because we got to understand that the sword that has been given unto Esau has been a blessing that Yahweh by Shemel Shah has given unto Esau to fulfill prophecy within the earth. So basically, the sword is nothing more than an extension of the Lord, and he's on the left hand side. All right, so Esau Edom is really he's not like that. Ultimately, he's just being used for prophecy's sake, and he will be taken down out of power. But what I want to focus on is just, and I want to go into 2 videos or maybe just one. Beautiful brother. We'll get his channel tag and everything so you can subscribe and be edified and everything like that. But it is mostly just the digital, I'm sorry, it's like if I butcher it, but the digitalization of this current kingdom is getting more worse and worse. But we understand this prophecy, all right? So we're coming into those times of of digital IDs where nothing else is going to be accepted but this way or the highway, or ultimately in order to participate in Esau society as we move forward with all this digitization, is going to be is basically to play the game, play ball, all right? But the men of the Lord, we are not going to conform like the scriptures speak about us not doing. Revelation is the 12th chapter. Conform unto this world, all right? And we're going to opt out of the of ultimately the RFID chip, ultimately the whole grand scheme of the system, the image of the beast. We're going to opt out of it and depend on pure faith, all right? Which is that that hope and confidence in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, that he's gonna protect us and guide us through these perilous times, man. All right, because like I said, if you don't accept the chip, you're gonna be exercised, ostracized. You're gonna be like a black sheep of society. You're not gonna be able to do the things that these other people can do. All right, and the way that they're gonna bring about this RFID chip technology is through various means of fear, all right, and witchcraft, all right, going into scaring you into get it, going after your kids, going after your family, um, going after your livelihood, going after your money, going whatever they got to do to put you on the grid, to put you on this system. That's what Esau Edom's gonna do. This what I'm talking about. Going into this digitalization of certain things, man. Namely IDs, vehicles. Everyone and their mama at this point in time has an Alexa or Hey Siri or everything in their house. So it's more to put us on the grid, man, and to have more control um, of the population, man. Because Esau Edom, like the scriptures say, he wants to be like unto the Most High. All right? He wants to be able to tell you, be able to cut you off, or give unto you, and demand certain things, or he's just gonna, if the chip was in you, hypothetically, then he could just, cut you off. All right, and they're pushing CBDCs and digitalized currencies, man. All right, which is gonna be basically a snare. Esau's laying a snare to get the ignorant of the 2/3 and to get the ignorant of the heathens. Now, we don't care about the heathens. We care about the nation of Israel, consisting of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, so this message and this warning is directly for you. All right, and not for, we don't care if you Edomites go and get the chip. We got, we're not watchmen unto the house of Esau, but we're watchmen unto the house of Israel. All right. And I'm gonna just jump into it, and we're gonna get the video. It says this is Revelation 13-16. All right, prophecy that's finna be fulfilled here in due time. But we understand through the spirit that Esau Edom has to set the conditions and drill in this digitalization necessity that is needed. All right, for society or the future, and they want to get these things done by 2030. All right, so this is what Esau is pushing. He's pushing the correct conditions, whatever false flag, whatever narrative that he has to use on the left-hand side to push and get off the forefront, which is his new world order. All right, so this is the times that we're coming into, man. We ain't gonna, all this paper money, all this, that's finna be done away with, man. This is what Esau Edom has a plan, man, going into his new world order, man, having the people the people under pure subjection, but it says Revelations 13-16, it says he calls of, now this is the he, speaking about the beast goes into NATO and the EU. All right, it says, and he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads. All right, and we got the Neuralink, we got that type of technology that Elon Musk and I'm sure other various individuals, as far as on the left hand side, is coming with that. Being able to make a person that is lame or can't walk by, getting the Neuralink technology and things of that nature. They're gonna push this chip, which is gonna be to your utter destruction, as a way of convenience, a way of making things easier on you, making things easier on the person. Basically, they're gonna turn you into a hotspot or an antenna, if you will, through the spirit. Basically, they're gonna inject you or implant within you their image, man. This is the plan of Esau Edom. This is the ultimate grand goal. And with doing that, they have basically pure control over you, because the system that's going to be ran with the chip is digital. So they'll have complete control over anything that's digital. If you ever played a video game or anything like that, then there's games where you can buy things on the game, and the people that made the game can make patches, or if there was a bug in the game or something, people that play games know what I'm talking about. Then they could just update the game and patch it and do whatever. But basically what I'm saying is, if you made the game, then you can make an account where you just load up a whole bunch of money or in-game currency on the game and be balling. Basically Esau Edom's going to be able to do whatever he wants, give these people over here, whole bunch of CBDC, so they can, Esau's going to be able to set the tables, if you will. But this is a system that Most High Yahawashi ultimately is not going to let get off the forefront. Now some people, 2/3 of Jake, will receive the chip, will be destroyed, but the remnant, which is who we care about, is not going to be plucked out of the Most High's hands, as it speaks about in the book of John. So we're not going to take it as chip because we are not ignorant. All right, but it says, calls of both small and great, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hands or in the foreheads. All right, and that no man may buy or sell, save he that hath the mark and the number, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, which is going into 3score and 6 or 666. But regardless, no man's gonna be able to buy and sell, because this technology, which is the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, is going to be linked onto CBDCs and digital currencies. So that's how people are gonna sell. That's how people are gonna buy. That's how people are gonna trade and do commerce and things of that nature. And anyone outside of that, they're gonna be basically cut off, if you will, cut off from the people. But this is Esau Edom's goal, and this is what he wants to do. But we, being the watchmen of the house of the Lord, we're warning you. We're giving you updates as far as through the Spirit, what the Spirit is letting us see, and things of the nature, and comparing it with the scriptures, man. And the scriptures is faithful and true, and the Lord already told us of these things. So let's get a pre-sub, and then I'm gonna go into the video. Now this is Isaiah 41:22. It says, "Let them bring forth and show us what shall happen. Show us what shall happen. Let him show the former things what they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come." All right, let me see here. All right. Yeah, okay, verse 22. Read that. We're going to go into verse 23. But mostly, the Lord already has given us, through the scriptures, an insight, an idea, through the Spirit of ultimately what's going to happen, play by play, sort of. You know what I'm saying? Not exactly, we know every second of every day, but for the most part, we know Esau and his schemes, man. But it says, verse 23, "And show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. Yea, do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed and behold it together." All right. Now this is going into idols, it seems. Let me see. All right, because the Lord is the one that can, show us, the things to come and the former things. The former things is basically, the history of King David, the history of Solomon is things that happened in the past that are former. Now we wasn't around. Well, not in reincarnation. I'm sure we was around through the Spirit, but we wasn't. Now in these times we don't remember none of that. We don't remember Solomon. We don't remember the splendid sea of the kingdom or nothing like that. All right. So we have the belief of the report, which is the record that the Lord sent, which is the scriptures. All right, to show us the former things. All right, reading on, it says in verse 26, "Who have declared the beginning, that we may know, and before time, that we may say he is righteous. Yea, there is none that showeth. Yea, there is none that declareth. Yea, there is none that heareth your words." It says, "First shall be Zion, behold." Come. But mostly that's going into idols. But it can be manifold though. Now there was another precept. That was a good precept, but I wanted to get another one. Alright. Let me see. Bear with me here. But yeah, high levels of digitalization going on. That's 46, 9, and 10. I don't know why it didn't pop up. And this is Isaiah 46. Yeah, let's start at really verse 7 is going into idols, but I'll read it because it kind of goes well with the lesson, because during this time of great tribulation that we're speaking about, that the scriptures speak about, 2nd Esdras 15, 16, the time of Jacob's trouble, along with when they pushed this chip, and they use various ways to bring about this digitalization, whether they want to use another pandemic, or they want to crash the dollar, or use terrorist attacks, or use false flags. They're going to find a way, and ultimately the goal is this RFID chip technology. But during those tribulous times of when all that's going on and things escalating, people are going to be depending on their idols, and their ways outside of the Lord Yahawashi are not going to be able to deliver them out of their calamity, all right, out of your destruction, all right, because you chose not to believe in the Lord. It says, they bear upon him the shoulder, they carry him, verse 7, and set him on his plate. Now, this is talking about an idol, in ancient times, but now we have idols of what I would say new age idols as far as people, but some people still worship particular graven images and stones and rocks and shit in various places. But the idols of these would be these celebrities. You even got in America, they call a particular show called American Idol, all right, to idolize these particular singers and these particular so-called talented individuals, all right, and put them up, all right, to be sort of worshipped in a way, or someone to look at, or to do what they do. Goddamn, there's going to be idols or celebrities pushing the chip, or there's going to be idols and celebrities pushing the digitalization that's going to lead to the chip. They're going to be pushing IDs. They're going to be pushing digital IDs. They're going to be pushing whatever the left hand or whatever the system of Esau tells them to do, they're going to do, because they are not of their own. They are sellouts. They are linked to this system. When this system goes down, they go down. So it's in their best interest to continue to listen and to be in obedience to Esau, because they can't be millionaires and all this other shit if it wasn't without the means of Esau Edom, particular Israelites sell out and things of that nature. All right. And even if you didn't sell out and you're just a regular Jake with a whole bunch of money, it doesn't particularly benefit you, our message, if I'm telling you that America's going to be destroyed and all your money's going to go on this rice grain chip that's going to go in your hand or your forehead, whatever you want to do. But and there's going to be a new world order being set up. All right, if you don't got faith mixed in and to understand what I'm saying, you're gonna be like, well, whatever. I'll just go. I'll just get along in the new world order. When the new world order comes, I'll just yeah. I mean, you could, but you're gonna be destroyed. See, it's not just a destruction from Esau Edom if you don't take the chip. Yeah, let's say you did take the chip. Well, then the Lord is gonna come back around. He's gonna spin the block and he's gonna destroy you. All right, especially if you're an Israelite. So we're warning you against that. And the destruction is going to be through hellfire. It's going to be through thermonuclear missiles. All right, very hot. Okay. It says, yea, shall cry unto him, yet he cannot answer nor save him out of his troubles. Because we're coming into a time of where we need to be delivered and saved out of the hand of our enemies, because they're cooking up. They're cooking up witchcraft. They're cooking up wickedness, man. They're trying to get the birthright back. They're trying to basically put an idol in the temple of the Lord. And the temple of the Lord is the Israelites, the remnant of the Israelites today. Okay, there is no third temple that's being built as far as made with hands. All right, the third temple that's being built is a spiritual temple. So Esau's trying to defile the temple like he did it 4 times. During the time of Maccabees, I believe, during the time of the Babylonians, during the time of the Romans. He's trying to destroy the temple. But this temple is a spiritual temple. All right, and that's where he's not going to be able to destroy it, because the men of the Lord are going to stay upon Yahawashi. Verse 6, the point says, remember this and show yourselves men. Is also why I read this. Well, also why I read verse 7, because we got to show ourselves men in what we're coming into, which is, gird up our loins. But we're coming to some hellish times, man. And Esau Edom is setting the precedent. He's setting up the stage for false flags, for war. War is definitely coming. The third war is prophesied, but he's setting the stage so that he could implement his draconian measures, his draconian laws, so that he can. He's basically causing craft to profit. He's pushing unrighteous decrees, like it speaks about in Isaiah. He's basically writing in all of these grievous laws. All right, that's going to lead to the destruction of the people. All right, especially those that don't trust in the Lord Yahawashi, man. All right, because these Edomites, all right, the biblical Edomites don't got nothing good planned for you, especially you Israelites. All right, nothing good at all. But it says, remember this and show yourselves men. All right, we're men. All right, men of the Lord, Lord willing. It says, bring it again to mind, O you transgressors. All right, how can you transgress? By transgressing against the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. It says in verse 9, remember the former things of old. All right, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am. It says, I am the Most. Yeah, okay. It says, and there is none else like me. All right, so there is no other gods. All right, so you individuals, like it speaks about in verse 7, with the idols, the idol worshiping and things of that nature, only the Lord can deliver you out of trouble. All right, there's no one else. All right. It says in verse 10, and that's the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi to be exact. It says in verse 10, declaring, now this is Yahawashi, it says declaring the end from the beginning. So the end, and I mean the beginning and the end is already declared. And within the end in of itself, within these scripts, we win. We get the victory. So, hey, But it says, jumping down, it says, my counsel shall stand, and I will do my pleasure. And it's part of the Lord's pleasure. Lord willing, this just pops up. All right. The scripture said that the Lord's pleasure was going to be done in that previous verse, but it says in verse Luke 12:32, fear not, little flock. We are that little flock. We are that representation of the remnant, the hopeful elect, Lord willing, 1/3. But it says, for it is your Father's, which is Yahweh, good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So this is the Lord's plan. But in order for the Lord's plan to go unhinged, we're supposed to do our job, and everything's going to run smoothly. All right, but as well as the Lord giving us the kingdom, it's a certain events that Esau on the left hand has to accomplish and do, so that the right hand can counteract. All right, everybody got their lines, everybody got their role, and everybody just playing their role out ultimately and fulfilling prophecy at the end of the day. So let's get into the video, because it's beautiful brother, GMS Watchman. Subscribe and be edified. I'm a full screen, and he's gonna speak on it a little bit, and I might come back with a few more precepts. But ultimately, he's going to Revelations, the 13th chapter, a little bit, and then he's kind of going and explaining an article that he's reading, and just going into the digital framework that's being set up to usher in digital IDs, digital currencies, and digital RFID technology, which is the mark of the beast. So he's explaining that, because I made this video really, to encourage the brothers and things of that nature, but also to draw a scope on the fact that we're getting more and more towards that digitalization, that they seeming to be pushing more and more of the digital the digitalness, or more and more of that digital ID, which is gonna lead into the RFID chip ultimately anyway. All right. I had another point, but it'll come back. I'm gonna let him speak.
His public services being transportation, and they're going to introduce this digital form of currency, which they're currently doing as we speak. This is also speaking about how you're not going to be able to use Esau's public services. Okay, his public services being transportation, whether it be boarding a bus, getting on a train, boarding a plane, using Uber or Lyft without the mark. Okay, without the mark, you're not going to be able to use his healthcare system. All your medical records are going to go digital. All of your identification is going to go digital. All right. So things of that nature. This is what's meant by no man being able to buy or sell. Mainly it's dealing with the money, the money system, but it encapsulates Esau's society, his system as a whole. So no man might buy or sell, or let's say be a part of Esau's system, unless you have Esau's mark, which is the microchip implant. Okay, which is going to be the new digital identity wallet. And their target to implement this system is 2030, by 2030. Okay, they want to achieve this goal, this target of theirs, by 2030, which is going to fulfill Revelation 13 and 16. And any of you Israelites out there that go ahead and get down with Esau's beast system, his new world order, his fourth industrial revolution via the microchip implant, especially if you live over here in America, you're going to be destroyed, okay, via what's going to follow that prophecy, which is Revelation 14 verses 9 to 10, concerning the judgment for the people that, took Esau's mark, the microchip implant.
All right, and that we can go over that judgment real quick, but I want to jump to the end here, a little bit in the end. I want to get this part.
Especially when they make the microchip implant mandatory. You see, right now, they're just setting the framework, the digital framework, the digital ID framework for the world. Okay, but they're starting out there in Europe, the European Union, which is a part of Esau's beast system, all right? The beast that the Apostle John saw basically is the revival of Esau's ancient Greco-Roman Empire, okay, which consists of the European Union, which is I would say, the political and economic end of the beast, alongside NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which is the military side of the beast system, which is ultimately being spearheaded by America, okay, which all culminates in the revival, the rebirth of the ancient Roman Empire, okay. Anyway, I pray and hope that you're edified.
It's just want to get that little end part there. But going back into the scriptures, he spoke about Revelations, the 14th chapter, going into the judgment. Ultimately, we can touch on that real quick. I could bring this out as well. Actually, this is a really good verse. But let me just jump to the point. Now, this is Revelation 14:9, going into the judgment. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast or his image," which is going to his system, without repentance. It says, "and receive his mark," which is going to the RFID chip technology, "in his forehead or in his hands, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, without mixture, in his cup of indignation, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb." Right? Basically, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Especially if you're over here, in America, because America, Babylon the Great is gonna be destroyed, all 50 states. And the smoke is going to go up. It says in verse 11, "The smoke of their torment is sent up forever and ever," for a very long time. It doesn't mean forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, or perpetual. No, it's just for a very long time. Because a lot of heat, a lot of power, as far as nuclear is going to hit this place. It says, "And they who have no rest day or night, who worship the beast and the image, or whoever shall receive the mark or his name. Here's the patience of the faith of the saints." And here are Here are the patience of the faith of the saints, which are Israelites who keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith in Yahawashi. All right, so that's how we're going to overcome Esau, Edom, and overcome this system. Let me get a precept here. Now, this is Revelations 12:11. Here it is. Last precept, it says, "And they overcame him." The him is going to the beast. This revived Roman Empire, going to NATO and EU. It says, "By the blood of the Lamb," which is Yahawashi. Yahawashi is the blood of the Lamb. It says, "And by the word of the testimony," which is our faith and hope in these scriptures and in what we're doing. As far as fulfilling prophecy, as being the hopeful elect. It says, "By their word and their testimony, they love not their lives unto death." All right, because this is really a bullshit ass existence, and the only reason we here is to fulfill prophecy and to do what we're told to do, and ultimately get delivered out of here, Lord willing. But it says in verse 12, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth." Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Well, we can read 12. I was like, where are we going? It says, "Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil," all right, the devil is in the likeness, or he not even in the likeness. The devil goes into, I believe, deceiver. Yeah, deceiver. He is and the man that's done these devilish works has been Esau, Edom, the physical, the spiritual demon, Satan's counterpart, as far as on a human level on the earth. Okay, they are the wicked. All right, and he's finna come down with wrath, knowing we have but a short time, and that's why, as you see, I believe, beautiful brother, was pushing, or we're talking about the 2030 objective, but Esau Edom probably doesn't even have that long, Lord forbid, but he's trying to get a move on. All right, because it's the Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. And so in order for him to give us the kingdom, we understand that this kingdom that we have, that we're currently in, being Babylon the Great, or being America, has to be destroyed. The Lord can't give us a kingdom unless this kingdom is done away with. All right. Let me get another precept. Lord willing, has been edifying. Get a precept here. Just going into Salakia. Okay, scriptures. I don't know why I'm not finding what I want here. It's probably still not gonna pop up. Alright, see here. Slack it, but this the last precept. I just wanted to get a particular point because I said, I guess this is an okay precept to end it on. Now, this is Revelation 19:19. It says, "And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies." Now, the beast, we already know, NATO and the EU, and the kings of the earth, Russia, Korea, China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, these particular heathenistic nations that are in rulership, that have power in their particular countries. It says, because these nations are gonna are gonna destroy America, with their thermonuclear capabilities and their technologies that they have, as far as destruction goes, and they're gonna turn again. They're gonna turn, and at the very same time after America is destroyed, the Lord is gonna beam up the elect, and they're gonna try to do battle with the angelic forces of heaven, going into Michael and the rest of the angels through the Spirit. They're gonna try to make war against Yahawashi. All right. At the end of the day, the heathenistic nations, after they destroy America, are going to try to destroy Yahawashi, if that was possible. It says, gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse. The him is Yahawashi. It says, and against his army, going to the Lord is he has a host. All right, the Lord is the captain of the host. It says in verse 20, and the beast was taken. The beast was taken with the false prophet, the Roman Catholic Church, in the Vatican, that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that received the mark of the beast, or Egypt, and worshipped his image. System of things, because the image goes into the overall way. It's basically Edomite life. He's built all this, and you conform into this image, into this particular system. All right, now, the scriptures speak about how we should, be obedient unto the in Revelation 13, how we should be obedient unto the higher authority. All right, but what we're not going to do is continue to be obedient unto the point where it's going to lead us into sin. We're not going to be like, oh, Esau wants a chip. Well, we can get a chip. That's cool. Or Esau wants this and that. No, we're not just going to easily. No, we're going to, respect, the laws of the land up until the point where it comes in direct conflict with our faith in the Lord. All right, because the Lord told us what's going to happen if we get the chip. Right? He's warning us. We got to remain faithful. Like a woman, It says these were both cast alive. All right, so the people and the beast itself. It says these people. It says these both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. it says in verse 21, and the remnant, those who are left, it says, and the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse. All right, so Lord, because Lord Yahawashi Shah is going to be going crazy. You know, the sword of the Lord, it ain't just going to be physical. It can be physical, but it can be spiritual. Lord can, you know, shoot fire out, shoot laser beams out the chariots. You know, just be doing, you know, otherworldly things. It says, but I believe that's what it's talking about going into here. You know, it says, and we're slain of him that sat upon the horse, which the sword proceedeth out of his mouth. All right, it's not gonna be an actual sword coming out of the Lord's mouth, you know, but it's gonna be those chariots, man, that he's gonna use to bring war to these heathens. All right, it says which sword proceedeth out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. All right, because they're gonna be destroyed. But ultimately, that's it, man. I just wanted to make that video, Lord, when it was edifying unto the whole elect, man, and I want to say shalom, man, and until the next video.